All the prospects this time of year deal with labels. You're a receiver, you're late high school. Do you agree? Receiver folks, blockers, tight end. What do you think about that?
Well, I would say that, maybe I'm labeled as a receiver right now, but going back to my film and what I've done in the past, what I've done my first 3 years at Texas, I've played a lot of college football at a very high level. I've played in a very high-powered, high-level, high IQ offense for a long time. I like to say I know that offense like the back of my hand, so I think my versatility, my IQ sets me apart a little bit. I like to think that I can go into a building, vibe very well with guys. I like to think, I was a part of a class that changed the dynamic, changed the culture at the University of Texas in the locker room, alongside guys like Jake Majors and Hayden Connor and Quinn Ewers. We learned from guys like Roshan Johnson and Bijan and Moro Ojimo, Marvion Overshone, guys like that. So they left the program in pretty good hands. Each class that goes through and is part of the leadership council, I think that they're just trying to maintain that standard and set a new bar. But Coach Sark came in with a great vision. Some guys didn't want to buy in. Obviously, they weren't with our program anymore. The guys that wanted to buy in, we went from a 5-7 team to back-to-back Final Four college football playoff team in 3-4 short years. So I think that speaks a lot on our culture and what my class, as well as classes before me, did at the University of Texas.
Whenever I turn on your tape, I'm blown away by your physicality in both the passing game and the run blocking. Where do you find the drive to be able to just go through people and to come down with the ball in situations where most people otherwise wouldn't?
Yeah, I want to play for my teammates. I want to win for my teammates. I want to win for my community. I want to win for everybody back home. I want to prove people wrong, but it's super easy to play hard when you got guys to fall back on like Quinn, like our entire offense. I think, that was probably as close-knit group as I've ever played with this last season, the last 2 seasons. So, we had 11 guys go to the Combine last year. We got 14 this year. So, people were doubting if we could even make it back to the college football playoff this year with the 12-team playoff. But, obviously we continue to prove people wrong at the University of Texas, and I believe that they're going to be in great hands. But going back to your question, it's just super easy to play for guys like Quinn, who are fighting through injury all year, and Jaden Blue, who runs his butt off and, had to step into a running back 1 role when Sed went down to fall camp, and guys who stepped right in and became, mentors and leaders for young guys like Matt Golden and Isaiah Bond. So, I think when you got a lot of guys like that truly buy in, it's really easy to play for guys like that in your offense.
Gunnar, the team that chooses to draft Quinn, what are they getting in him?
Excuse me?
The team that chooses to draft Quinn, what is that team getting?
Locker room guy, one, not to mention one damn good football quarterback, can make the throws, obviously when he's healthy, can run the ball when he's not healthy, obviously with that big pickup at A&M, pocket presence, but really just one of the things, and I've told every team this, one of the things that I really respect most about Quinn is his ability to be level-headed through all the crap that he goes through, on the field and off the field, goes through a lot of hate in the media, I would say. We're not blind to that, obviously we try to stay away from that, but creeps up on us every now and then, and just his ability to come in every day with the same level-headed, same killer instincts, same, want to win. I think that's one of the things I respect most about Quinn. That's one of the things the NFL teams are going to love about Quinn.
Do you know?
Yeah, growing up as a Colorado kid, obviously I said this before, I took that trip down I-25 or up I-25 down to, it was Invesco, then Sports Authority, so it's had a couple of names, but it was kind of, it always lingers in the back of my mind. That was the dream back in the day. It's obviously shifted a little bit just to get to the National Football League, play in the National Football League, thrive in the National Football League, but, I think it goes pretty unnoticed that Coach Logan's way that he develops players and he knows what's best for guys. He was asking me what my weight was when I was a freshman. So I think he always kind of had a plan that I was going to have my hand in the dirt at some point. I made the switch only a few weeks before my before my junior year of high school. Put my hand in the dirt for the first time. The guy who was playing tight end at the time was George Fitzpatrick. He was an All-American tackle. They moved him 1 gap in, moved me 1 gap in, put my hand in the dirt, and we became the 2 most highly recruited kids in the history of Cherry Creek. So Coach Logan, Coach Betty, they know what they're doing, and one piece of advice I would give to anyone looking to transfer into a school in Colorado, Cherry Creek's your best bet.
I want to be able to do that and just get any opportunity I can.
You showed so much as a receiver earlier in your career. Obviously, later on, there was the injuries and there was the quarterback play at Utah as well. How important does that make your pre-draft process for you?
As far as injuries go?
Yeah, like just answering questions and stuff like that, yeah.
I mean, obviously, the big question is, when are you going to be ready? Injury history, all those things, but a lot of the stuff's in the past. I'm getting better. I'm doing all those things. Obviously, I can't control the quarterback situation, can't control stats, can't do any of that, but I played well. I played as much as I could. I played as best as I could, and all the tape is there. Just want a team to be able to pick me, honestly.
Last question for you, Brant. Who would you compare your game to in the NFL? Is there anyone you would like in your game to?
Yeah, I'm just not really. There's not a guy that plays exactly what I do. I model my game off of different guys. Obviously, Travis Kelce plays smooth. George Kittle's a good blocker, but I think there's one guy that kind of more similar is Kyle Juszczyk for the 49ers. He plays that F position, H-back. He moves around a lot. Obviously, I would want to run a lot more routes than him, but I definitely suit myself around kind of the play style he does, and just whatever team can see that, I'd love to play. Yeah, no problem.
Brant, how do you approach blocking defensive ends in the run game? Like, obviously they have the size on you and everything. How do you kind of approach that matchup?
I think the biggest thing for me is, especially an undersized guy, footwork and hand placement's the biggest thing. I mean, obviously, if I'm a bigger guy, if you don't have great footwork, blah, blah, you can kind of get past that.
Yeah, get in the way.
An undersized guy,
Yeah.
I have to have good footwork, good hand placement. And the biggest thing for me is I practice that every single day, makes up for it. Obviously, you're not going to win some of those battles, but at the end of the day, I work hard, and if I don't get the job done, I'm going to try and get it done in this next play.
Yeah, getting those ugly wins, just getting in front sometimes, like if you're the backside guy and all
Obviously,
that.
if my guy doesn't make the tackle, I did my job.
Yeah,
so,
right.
That's all it is.
Awesome. And then what do you think is the biggest thing that you've learned in your time in college, just from day one to now? Maybe some area you've gotten better at either, too?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, it's trust the process. College is a lot different than the NFL. You're always busy doing schoolwork, dealing with a lot of things, growing up, too. Doing all those things, and I think as my college career has come to an end, I've matured a lot. I've learned a lot, time-wise, time management, and just being a better person, trusting the process, all those things what entails it. I feel like I'm in the best version of myself, and I'm just ready to go.
Awesome, man. And then when it comes to these interviews with coaches, what's the biggest thing you've kind of learned from coaches in just your brief time talking with them?
I mean, obviously, it's the same questions I've been asked. I haven't gotten any formal interviews, which I'm not sure if it's good or bad thing. But I'm just excited to talk to people. I want to share my knowledge. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge in the game, and I just want to be able to bring that. Whatever team gets me, they're going to get a lot of knowledge because I played in a pro-style offense before. Played a long time. I'm just excited. I'm ready to play.
Yeah, awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an all-around tight end. I like to block. I like to run routes. I'm able to win versus man and create mismatches. And yeah, just my athletic ability and my size, and I got great hands. I don't drop balls. So just being able to go up and make plays. Make contested catches. When we need to, and they can come to me at third and long and count on me to make plays to keep the sticks going. I think will be really beneficial for teams at the next level.
How do you feel that, or what do you feel that sets you apart from such a great crop of tight ends in this class?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that set me apart, but I would say the biggest one is just being able to be an all-around tight end. I mean, I know there's a lot of guys in here that are as well, but I bring a lot of physicality and effort and just relentlessness to the table. I love to hit people. I showed it on tape. I have good finish. But just, my athletic ability, especially in the route game, ability to win versus man and win in critical situations, sets me apart. Yeah, I mean, I would say the biggest one is experience. I mean, it's not like college where, it kind of is now, I guess, with, COVID and everything, but, some guys in the NFL play for 10, 12 years against the best players. They have a lot of tricks, a lot of things they know from experience that you kind of have to learn quickly as a rookie. So there was a coach yesterday, he was talking about how if a rookie came into a meeting and didn't have a notebook, he thought he had, I got 1 year left because he's not going to beat me out because there's no way he's going to be able to learn everything that I know in my 10 years of career. So just really just being able to go in there and learn everything you possibly can and get all the experience you can, whether it's in practice, take all the reps and make most of every single rep you have and opportunity you get. So I think, honestly, that's the biggest thing is experience and opportunity are two huge things that you need to take advantage of in the NFL.